And Tariq? Oh. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatu wa salam. Sayyidina wa Habibina Maulana Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa barik wa sallim. Let's all begin with the dua together. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana. Allahumma 'allimna ma yanfa'una wa zidna 'ilma ya muqallibal qulub thabbit qulubana 'ala dinik. Amin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, kayfa halukum? Alhamdulillah. There's been lots of holidays now, but inshallah from now going forward, holidays inshallah. So all your Sundays are booked with your Arabic, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, bismillah, let's get straight into our work. Allah. So far we did how many types of sentences? 2 types. What are those? What are they called? Okay, in a verb-based sentence and a noun-based sentence. So there's 2 types of sentences in Arabic. The one is a verb-based sentence and the other one is a noun-based sentence. A verb-based sentence and a noun-based sentence. What's the word sentence in Arabic again? Al-Jumla. And what do you call a verb-based sentence? Al-Jumlatul Fi'liya. Let's all say together. Al-Jumlatul Fi'liya. And what do you call a noun-based sentence? Al-Jumlatul Ismiya. Okay. So over the last few weeks we've actually covered both of that. In terms of the Jumlatul Fi'liya, what are the 3 parts that we identified? The Jumlatul Fi'liya, the verb-based sentence. What are the 3 parts? I'll give you a clue. The first one is the verb. What's the verb in Arabic? Fi'l. What else do we identify? The doer. What's the doer? The doer is the one who does the verb. What do you call doer in Arabic? Fa'il. Doer is fa'il. Okay, the doer is the next thing. And what's the third thing? The object done upon the maf'ulun bihi. So there were 3 parts when it comes to the sentence. There's the fi'l, there's the verb. That's what's called Jumlatul Fi'liya. Then there is who did the verb. I normally apply Eli and left into maf'un. And then there is who was the verb done to. And that's going to be always in which hal? Nasb. Nasb. Okay. Okay, so Jumlatul Ismiya is a bit more fresh, it's a bit more recent, so maybe less stable. How many parts did Jumlatul Ismiya have? How many parts did Jumlatul Ismiya have? 2 parts. What are the 2 parts? In Arabic it was the Mubtada and the Khabar. Okay, but let's leave Arabic. Okay, the Arabic, the Mubtada and the khabar. So I'll explain 3 examples now. All of these on the screen here are Jumlatul Ismiya. So just to refresh your mind again, inshallah. The first one, I can't see it there. Let's go the second one, inshallah. Ar-Rajulu Tawilun. The second one, Ar-Rajulu Tawilun. Can you translate that for me? The man is tall. The man is tall. What did you insert in the sentence now? There's no is there. You inserted an is in the sentence. So this is basically the structure of a Jumlatul Ismiya. It is what? I focus on something. What's the focus of that sentence? The man. Because Mubtada from some bada, which means to begin. So I focus on something, the man. And what do? What am I saying about the man? I'm adding information about him. So Mubtada Khabar is a very simple process. It is focus of the sentence and then information. In fact, your whole brain works like that all the time. Your brain just focuses on something and passes a judgment on something. You look at the sky and your brain says the sky is blue, the sky is cloudy, the sky looks like it's going to rain. That's all your brain is doing all the time. You go shopping, I don't need it but it's on special, I will buy. So you focus on the item and you pass a judgment on it. That's how your brain works all the time. Your brain is like a judgment machine all the time. It focuses on something and passes a judgment. Therefore in the Quran, interesting, okay, it's a long discussion. But anyway, وَعَلَّمَ آدَمَ أَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا. Allah said, it's an interesting thing Allah says about what He taught Nabi Adam is that He taught Nabi Adam names. Okay, but let's leave the discussion now. Number two. Let's read the second one together. Ar-rajulani tawilani. What does rajulani mean? The two men. Tawilani means two tall. How do you translate ar-rajulani tawilani? The two men are tall. The two men are tall. Again, what is the structure of the sentence? If you can remember this, you'll get this whole thing, inshallah. The main thing is the focus. What's the focus? The two men. What's the news about them? The khabar about them? They are tall. So it's focus, news. Focus, news. That's how Jumlatul Ismiya works. Number three. Let's read number three, number four together. Al-Muslimuna. Al-Muslimuna Salihuna. Translation? The Muslims are pious. Okay. What do you notice about all the first ones? All the first words, the focus words, all the mubtadas. They're all what? If you look in front of them, you can see they're all what? They're all definite. If I look at the end, what do I all notice about them? What do they all have in common? Ani, una, atu. They're all in raf'un. So how do you recognize it? Is you see something which is definite in raf'un, and then you see what's the second word here? Indefinite in raf'un. So this is the structure of mubtada khabar. Last one, al-muslimatu salihatun. Translation? The females are pious. The females are pious. Okay, and generally the second word will match with the first word. In other words, this is plural, this is female, this is dual. The second word will match with the first word. Okay. Okay, so in summary, before we get to your homework, inshallah, in summary, Jumlatul Ismiya is simple. Jumlatul Ismiya has always two parts. Every Jumlatul Ismiya in the whole Quran, in the whole Arabic language, must have two parts. What's the first part? The first part is the focus of the sentence, which is the mubtada. It's the part I'm beginning with. Most times for now, the focus of the sentence will be definite and it will be in raf'un. There will be some exceptions later on, inshallah. The second part of the mubtada and khabar is that the second part is the information, the news about the mubtada. At the moment, you learning the news in one word. Can this news be longer? For example, if I say, the man went to the masjid. What's the news about the man? That he went to the masjid. I say, the man is in the blue house. What's the focus of the sentence? The man. What's the news about him? He's in the blue house. So the point I want to make is that the news part will get bigger and bigger and bigger, but later on, inshallah. For now, we're just doing one word. But it can get bigger and bigger and bigger because you can give any type of news for anybody. Any sentence you generally make. If you speak to your friend now, if you be conscious of what you're saying, you keep saying a focus and news. The Proteas don't play well. Focus, news. You with me? talking. I am feeling tired this morning. Focus, I feeling tired this morning. News. So your whole conversation, your whole brain function is focus, news, focus, news, focus, news. Mubtada khabar, mubtada khabar, mubtada khabar. Okay, so you do it all the time. So when you talk later on, just be aware. You're like, it's not right now, focus, news all the time. As you're speaking, every sentence, focus, news, focus, news. That's how you speak. That's how your brain thinks. No. So now we're just unpacking it a bit, inshallah. Then we had some. So this is basically the structure. Focus, news, in terms of the way it looks. The first word will be definite and be in raf'un. The second word will be indefinite and be in raf'un. That's it. Do you have homework to do? You had some homework to do. So take out your homework, insha'Allah ta'ala. Allah. Bismillah. Your homework was on which page? Your homework is really important. (31) 3.2 and 3.1 as well, right? But I think I marked 3.1 in class last week. Yes, so 3.2 was your homework. Okay. Let's go through your homework. Number 1. Let's read number 1 together. Allahu. Together. Allahu basirun. So the focus of the sentence is what? The word Allah there is the focus of the sentence. What's the news about Allah? That He is basirun, that He is all-seeing. So translation of the sentence is what? Allah is all-seeing. Allah is all-seeing. Allahu basirun. So many times in the Quran Allah will describe Himself with many types of news. Allahu alimun, Allahu khabirun, Allahu ra'ufun, Allahu rahimun, many different types. Okay. So in that sentence, which word is the mubtada? The word Allah. Lafzul jalala, the word Allah. Where's the khabar? The basir. So it should make a meme over the word Allah and a kha over basirun. Number 2. Let's read number 2. Nahnu fitnatun. Nahnu fitnatun. Does the word nahnu look familiar? What does nahnu mean? We. So remember this list here. Huwa, whom? Let's say the list again quickly. Huwa, bismillah. Huwa, whom, hiya, hunna, anta, antum, anti, antunna, ana, nahnu. Again. Huwa, whom, hiya, hunna, anta, antum, anti, antunna, ana, nahnu. Translation. Huwa, he, whom, them, hiya, she, hunna, they, females, anta, you one male, antum, you all males, anti, you one female, antunna, you all females, ana, I, nahnu, we. What do you call this again, this list? Pronouns. Instead of saying Ahmad did this and Ahmad did this and Ahmad did this, I can say he did this. Okay. I did mention this before, but if you didn't catch it the first time, listen carefully. The pronoun, the way it's written, is fixed. Huwa is always huwa. And nahnu is always nahnu. You don't get nahnu, nahna, nahni. So like baytun, baytan, baytin. You with me? These words, the way it's written, is always fixed. In other words, a whom always ends with a sukoon. A hiya always ends with a ah. A hunna ends with a ah. That's how it's written. Those are fixed words. Are these words isms? Is he, she, you, I, is it an ism? It's an ism, yes. It's an ism. So they also have a hal, but you can't see the hal. Okay. So nahnu in raf'un is nahnu, and nasb is nahnu, and jar is nahnu. Get back to example here. Nahnu fitnatun. Translate for me. Not they. Nahnu. We are a trial, or we are a test. These are all Quranic extracts. We are a test. So what's the focus of the sentence? Nahnu. Is we definite or indefinite? Is we definite or indefinite? If I say he, is it definite? If I say you, is it definite? Yes? No? What are you still thinking? Any pronoun is always definite. Because you mean someone. He, she, you, I. If you don't mean someone, you say a man or you say someone. You with me? But the pronoun is definite. So nahnu means we. Fitnatun, we are trial. Where's the focus? The focus is nahnu. And the khabr, the information is fitna. Next one. Let's read this one together. Allahu muhitun bil kafirin. Okay, we add some extra words there just to make it more interesting. But what does the word muhitun mean? Did I give you the vocab of this word? Did I give you the vocab? So how did you do your homework? Didn't do your homework. What I'm going to do, inshallah, I'm going to give you first 5 minutes to either mark your homework or do your homework quickly. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 minutes on your own, just either to mark it. You have an answer. Okay, I must tell you have an answer sheet. Okay, now I'm going to go through. Don't worry, I gave you an answer sheet already. It doesn't matter. Allahu muhitun bil kafirin. Next one. Allahu muhitun bil kafirin. The word muhit means all encompassing. Like surrounding, all encompassing, covering. So what's the focus of the sentence? Allah is the focus of the sentence. What's the news about Allah, the information about Allah? He is muhitun, He is all encompassing of what? Be, with, by, al-kafirin, the disbelievers. So Allah is all encompassing with the disbelievers. So what is the focus? We say the word Allah, so where's the mubtada? The word Allah. Where's the khabar? We'll say the khabar is just the word muhitun for now. So given news about Allah, He is all encompassing. All encompassing with who? Extra information, bil kafirin, with regard to the disbelievers. The meaning of the ayah means that Allah's knowledge extends to everything. But no one can get away with anything because Allah's knowledge is always present. It's all encompassing. It is muhit. It is muhit. Let's read number 4 together. Allahu all together. Allahu alimun bizzalimin. The word Allah means Allah. Alimun means what? All knowledgeable. All knowing. So what's the focus? The focus is the word Allah. What's the news? Allah is what? Alimun. Allah is all knowing, all knowledgeable. About who? About bizzalimin, with regard to the wrongdoers. Allahu alimun bizzalimin. Where's the mubtada? Where's the focus of the sentence? The word Allah. Where's the khabar? The news? Alimun. Number the fifth one. Huwa muhsinun. Translation? What's a muhsin? Someone who does good. He is a good doer. Huwa muhsinun. Mubtada is huwa, khabar is muhsin. Can you see the word huwa into the What hal is the word huwa in? What hal is the word huwa in? The huwa is which hal? I'll give you a clue. The huwa is mubtada. It must be in what? Raf'un. Remember the word huwa, you can't see the hal. Because raf huwa, nasb huwa, jar huwa, you can't see the hal. But in your mind you know it's mubtada. Therefore it must be what? Raf'un. So a word can have a hal without you seeing the hal. You just know the hal. You with me? So huwa muhsinun, he is a good doer. Now next one. Hum kuffarun. Translation? Whom they are disbelievers. Whom is the focus, the mubtada. Kuffarun is the khabar, the news, the information. Next one. Hum al-muflihun. What's the difference about the whom there? Was that whom? It's humu. Why is it humu, not whom? Try to read the sentence without with whom. Read with whom? Now read that through. Without the u. In Arabic, you can't have two sukoons joining in Arabic. You can't make hum. But the mil, there's no mil. There's a, e, u. There's no u. You know what I mean? So in Arabic, when two sukoons meet, you must make a change. Because the word is hum. Hum is the original word. Hum al-muflihun. But now I must make the meme go to the lam. So, but the meme can't move. Why? Because it has a sukoon. And sukoon means what? Stop. So a stopping word can't move. A sukoon means you come and you stop. It has to have a haraka. And a haraka means what? Haraka literally means to move. Because the sound is able to move from there. Carry on. So humul muflihun doesn't work. So I just put the u there, so it becomes smooth. Humul muflihun. You with me? So it's still the same hum. Don't get confused. It's still the same hum. The u is there just to make it the sound move, to make the sound travel. Okay. What's muflihun? The successful ones. So humul muflihun, they are the successful ones. Next one. Nahnu. Let's read the next one together. Nahnu muslihuna. What's muslihun? A muslih is someone who makes something a salih, who makes something right. So a reformer, someone who makes something right. So nahnu means what? We. We are what? We are reformers. We are reformers. So in every one in the answering, you're giving an is or and are. Okay, I'll do next a bit faster, inshallah. Antum zalimuna. Antum, you. In other words, all of you. You are zalimuna. You are wrongdoers. Next one. At-talaqu marratan. At-talaq, divorce. The divorce or divorce. Marra. Marra means once. And marratani means what? Two onces make a twice. Okay, so marra is once, but if ani makes it two onces, which is twice. At-talaqu marratan, divorce is twice. They speak about obviously the revocable divorce that you do in your fiqh classes, inshallah. Next one. Hunna libasun lakum. What does hunna mean? Whom here, what's it now? Huwa, whom, here, hunna. They females. They females. They females are what? What's libas? Garments, clothing, raiments. They females are garments. Lakum. What does la mean? La means for. What does kum mean? You how many? Remember ka, kum, ki, kunna. Too much. Remember ka, kum. What does kum mean? It normally means you, many males or mixed group. But here it means you, many males, no? Hunna libasun lakum. Hunna, they, the females, are libasun, are garments, lakum, for you males. I'll speak on marriage here. For you males. So where's the mubtada there? Where's the focus of the sentence? Hunna. What's the news about them? That they are garments. They are coverings. Lakum is extra information. Next one. Al-Hajju ashhurun ma'lumat. What's Al-Hajj? The Hajj. Who's going on Hajj this year? Any Hajjis here? Hajjis to be? Going on Hajj inshallah? MashaAllah. Must send us a WhatsApp with send the class inshallah, MashaAllah. Almost Hajj time, MashaAllah. Al-Hajju, Hajj. Hajj is what? What's Ashhur? You all know the word Shahr Ramadan, Shahr. What does Shahr mean? Month. So Ashhur is what? Months. So this literally means the Hajj is months. Is what months? Ma'lumat means well-known months. So the implication obviously means the Hajj is in, but the in you like reading with your mind. But literally the words mean what? Al-Hajj is the focus. The Hajj, and what's the news? Is months. So literally this means the Hajj is months. What type of months? Ma'lumat, well-known months. Next one. Wallahu ra'ufun bil ibad. What does Wallahu mean? And Allah. I know in English, you learn English that your teacher, when you whatever grade 5 says, you can't start the sentence with and. She was your English teacher, no? There's Arabic. So in Arabic, you can start the sentence with and. In fact, in Arabic, there's 4 types of was. What does one normally mean? And. Or it means what? Wallahi. What does one mean? An oath. There's still 2 more. There's 4 was. So one means and, one means oath, one means whilst, and the other one means the beginning of a sentence. Okay. So the one, there's actually what I'm saying, there's a and that is specifically there to indicate that it's a new sentence. It's like a strange thing. You understand? But there's an and to say it's a new sentence. And there's an and to say it's joined to the previous sentence. So it's a bit confusing, but in Arabic there's a beginning sentence and. Okay. So don't think because you say an and, it's not a new sentence. It's a beginning sentence and. Okay. It's called isti'naf for those of you who did Arabic before. Anyway. Wallahu ra'ufun bil ibad. And Allah. So when I say and Allah, it can be a new sentence. And Allah. What's the focus of the sentence? Allah. What about Allah? He is Ra'ufun. What does Ra'uf mean? To be kind. Allah, and Allah is kind bil ibad, with the slaves. Okay. The next one interesting. And test your brains. Wallahu sami'un alimun. Let's hear your translation first of all. And Allah is what? All hearing, all knowing. So what's the focus of the sentence? The word Allah is the focus of the sentence. Give me news about the word Allah. So the news of Allah is all hearing, all knowing. So where's the khabar? Okay, I'll ask you a tricky question. Is the word alimun giving me news about Allah, or is the word alimun describing sami'un? So is this word alimun describing sami'un, or is this word alimun giving me news about Allah? Give me news. So in other words, the focus is the word Allah. The first piece of news is what? Allah is all hearing. What's the second piece of news? Allah is all-knowing. So what do we get there? We have one mubtada and we have two khabars. Okay, so Sami'un is kha 1 and Alimun is kha 2. Sami'un is khabar 1, Alimun is khabar number 2. Okay, let's see the next one. Same structure. Wallahu ghafurun halimun. What does ghafur mean? All forgiving. What does halim mean? Forbearing or clement. What does it mean? Allah has Allah has patience. Allah is willing to wait for you. And that also means like softness as well. Okay, so what's the focus? Allah. What's the news about Allah? He is ghafurun. He is all forgiving. He is halimun. He is all forbearing. Okay. Last one. Wallahu khabirun. Translation. And Allah is all aware or all informed as well. Because khabar means what? It's a nice one, no? Because the khabar is khabir. And the Balsh from khabara, which means news. So what's the news about Allah? That He knows all the news. The focus is about Allah, and the khabar is what? That is khabir. And khabir means someone who knows all the news. Allah has all the information. He has all the news. Okay. That is a very basic version of Jumlatul Ismiyah. Jumlatul Ismiyah. One last thing, we can just check the screen quickly so we can just make sure you understand. You will understand it, inshallah. Al-waladu tawilun. Translate for me. The boy is tall. What is the boy? It is the mubtada, the focus of the sentence. What is tawil? It is the khabar. If I say huwa tawilun, translation? He is tall, translation? He is tall, yes. Where's the mubtada? Huwa. And where's the khabar? Tawilun. All I'm illustrating here is that sometimes that the mubtada comes in the form of a pronoun. Actually, what you can do is you can think of a rule. Whenever you see a pronoun, one of these pronouns there, which pronouns? Huwa, hum, hiya, hunna, anta, antum, anti, antunna, ana, nahnu. When you see it like that, I have to make up a percentage now, but let's make it up quickly. 97.5% of the time, 97.55% of the time, it will be mubtada. Okay. Whenever you see, read the Quran. Ulaika humul muflihun. Wherever you read it. When you see one of these, you know what? You've come across the mubtada. Mubtada. Maybe Tariq will think of one and it's not the mubtada. Just patch quickly, Tariq. But it's all going to be the mubtada. The thing coming afterwards is going to be khabar. Okay. Good. So what's left if we finish all the jumlas now? Because there's no third jumla. There's only Jumlatul Ismiyah and Jumlatul Fi'liyah. So you finish Arabic, no? Okay, so what's left? Let's go back quickly. So far you know let's say 4 concepts maybe. Let's go back here. Where are we here? So far you learned this, right? You learned Jumlatul Fi'liyah, Fi'l, Fa', Jumlatul Ismiyah, Mubtada, Khabar. All we do for the rest of the course, like for 2 years, is every sentence is still going to be Jumlatul Fi'liyah and Jumlatul Ismiyah. That's not going to change. All we're going to do is we're going to make the sentences longer. We're going to add more information. You with me? We're going to add more information. Like I'll say, let's think of a simple one. Ar-rajulu salihun. What's the meaning of that? The man is pious. Then I'll just add a piece. I'll say Ar-rajulu fil masjidi salihun. What's the meaning of that? The man in the masjid is pious. So I just added some more information. الرجل الطويل في المسجد صالح. The tall man in the masjid is pious. You see, I'm making the sentence longer. It's the man is pious. I tell you, the man is tall. Is in the masjid. And I can add more stuff. الذي رأيت بأمس or something that I saw yesterday. The man that I saw, the tall man that I saw in the masjid yesterday is pious. It's still the same sentence. You make it longer and longer and longer and longer. So what's left for Nahw is very simple. We just teach you 4 compounds, and that's all for the year. 4 compounds, like 4 like extra bits, and that's done for the year. If you do these 2 sentences and those 4 compounds, you know a lot of Arabic. It may sound like a little, but you will know a lot of Arabic. Okay. So what's left for the rest of the year is very simple. We finish the 2 sentences. We're going to do 4 compounds. I can give you the names of it. They should be in your grammar book here. Let me just see where it is quickly. There may be 5 in here. I'm going to check what it is in here. But I'm teaching 4 this year, inshallah. Yeah, it's on page number 18. Page 18. You find page 18? If you take a page back to page 16, look at the title there, at the top there, the header. What does it say? Al-Jumlatul Ismiya. And the one before that says integrating pronouns into Al-Jumlatul Ismiya, which you finished already. Huwa tawilun. Right? So we finished until, so far, if you want to catch up with the work, we finished 17 pages so far. Okay, 17. I don't know, do you ever read this book? You read it? Okay. Like a self-study guide. Okay. Now we're on page 18. Page 18 says what on top? Introducing fragments. And how many fragments are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. When you finish these 4 fragments, you finish first year Nahw. Okay. So the 4 fragments are there in the box there. We're going to do those 4 fragments. Then we finish the Nahw for the year. But it sounds like a little, but you will know a lot when you're done. Okay. You'll be able to make long sentences in Arabic if you know these 4 fragments. Because each fragment has 2 parts. Like Jumatul Fi'liya has 3 parts. Fi'l, Fa'il, Maf'ul. Jumatul Ismiya has 2 parts. Mubtada, Khabar. Each of the fragments have 2 parts. So it's 4 times 2. It's 8 new things you're going to learn. Okay. And that's it for Nahw. If the whole Ummah just knew these few things, they'll know a lot of Arabic. But you're going to be the start, inshallah. Okay. So, can I start? You ready? Okay. Let's start. Where's our textbook? I want you to open quickly to 4.1. 4.1 of your workbook. What does the first example say? It says in Arabic what? Rajulun tawilun. Is that mubtada and khabar? Yes. On 4.1, the first example says Rajulun tawilun. Is that mubtada and khabar? What do you say normally about the mubtada? Definite or indefinite? All the examples did so far is the mubtada is definite and the khabar is indefinite. So what does Rajulun tawilun mean? Rajulun tawilun means a tall man. Is a tall man a sentence? A tall man. To tell you a story about a tall man. It goes like this. A tall man. What about the tall man? You understand? So it's not a sentence. Okay. So your job, inshallah, I'm going to give you a few minutes, is to get in your groups of 4 or 5. The teachers will help, inshallah. All I want to do is a very simple, same exercise, deduction by yourself. Is see the Arabic, see the English. See the Arabic, see the English, see the Arabic, see the English. Look for the patterns. Once you got the patterns in your mind, you do number 7 to 14, you translate 7 to 14. Inshallah. Okay. But look for patterns, and also I'm trying to ask you what the patterns were. So in your groups are 4 or 5. Tutors, make sure they're all in groups, inshallah. 4.1. Michael? You can call a tutor to check your answers. You can call a tutor to check your answers and explain your rules, inshallah. Okay, let's go through some of the answers together, inshallah. Okay. So we asked you to look at the ones in English and then translate from 14. Did any of you put an is or are in your answer? No, okay, good. So they shouldn't, first of all, in terms of the difference between Jumlatul Ismiya and this, there's no is or are here. You with me? So there's no is or are in this one. That's the first thing. So the first one reads Rajulun Tawilun, which translates as what? A tall man. Did you come together? Ar-rajula at-tawila, which means what? The tall man. If we read number 4 here, al-binti as-saghirati, the small girl. What can you tell me about the pattern already when it comes to 1, 2 and 4? Are they all one hal? Okay, let me ask the question differently. When it came to mubtada, what hal is mubtada always in? Raf'un. Is the first word always the same hal here? Rajulun, ar-rajula, al-binti. Is the first word in every example is always the same hal, or is the hal different? The first word I'm talking about, not the combination. Is the first word always in raf'un, or always in nasbun, always in jarrun? No. Because the first one there is rajulun, which is which hal? Raf'un. Number 2 is ar-rajula, which is which hal? Nasbun. Number 4 is al-binti, jarrun. Baytan, bintan, nasbun, and so on. So in other words, it's different hals. Okay. What can you tell me about the hal though? What's always the same here? What's always the same? We're looking for patterns now. The two matches. The two parts of the fragment, the first one and the second one matches. For example, in number 1, rajulun is definite or indefinite? Indefinite. And tawilun is indefinite. Number 2, ar-rajula is what? Definite. Definite. How about the hals? The hals always match? Yes. Okay, good. Let's translate inshallah. Number 3, ar-rajulani at-tawilani. Translation, the two tall men. Number 5, bintan saghiratan, a small girl. And number 6, al-bintaini as-saghirataini, the two small girls. So the patterns I want you to see was this. I want you to see that the hal is not always the same in the sense that it's not always raf'un. Like mubtada, it's always raf'un. If you go back to your mubtada and khabar list, all the mubtadas are raf'un, all the khabars are raf'un. You with me? They're always ani, una, atu. All of them. I want you to just see that this here can be different hals. Why different hals? We can come to that. The second thing I want you to see, and look carefully, what is the role of the second word with regard to the first word? Let's reverse to mubtada khabar. What is the role of the khabar? It conveys news and information about the first word. What's the role of the second word here? It's an adjective. It's a description for the first word. There's a fine difference between news and description, but leave it for now, inshallah. And the last thing I want you to notice, that these things always match. The two words always match. How do they match? Is the gender always the same with the two words? The gender matches. What else matches? The encasing, the hal matches. What else matches? The number matches. In other words, single, single, dual, dual, plural, plural. What else matches? Definiteness, definite, indefinite. You guys are quiet now, no? MashaAllah. So that whole gen, it always matches. Okay. So now, translation number 7. Al-Muslimuna Salihuna. Translation. The pious Muslims. The pious Muslims. Number 8. Muslimina Salihina. I just say pious Muslims. You can't say a pious Muslims. You just say pious Muslims. Next one. Masjidun Kabirun. A big mosque, a big masjid. Next one. Al-Bayta Al-Mubarakah. The blessed house. The blessed house. The second word is describing the first word. Next one. At-Tulabu. What's Tulab? Tulab is a plural of Talib, which means students. At-Tulabu As-Sabiruna. The patient students. Next one. Talibina Sabirina. Patient students. Next one. Al-Quranul Karimu. Let's say Karim is noble. The noble Quran. Next one. Rasulin Aminin. Let's say Amin is trustworthy. A trustworthy messenger. A trustworthy messenger. We're going to discuss this lesson in full next week, inshallah. But the takeaway is what? The second word describes the first word. And listen carefully. The second word will always match the first word in terms of gend. What I mean gend, if the first word is masculine, the second word will be masculine. If the first word is raf'un, the second word will be raf'un. If the first word is dual, the second word will be dual. If the first word is definite, the second word will be definite. So I can't leave you without any homework. Normally, if someone asks me that they're struggling with the Arabic, the first thing I ask them is, are you doing your homework? Okay, because you can't tell me you're struggling until you do your homework. Okay, again, the homework solidifies all the concepts. The problem is that the concept seems simple in class, like it seems simple now, but every week we add a little bit more to a concept, a new concept, so it adds up because it becomes 20, 30 weeks. Then you can't keep up. You have to do your homework to make it solid. Okay, and if you're still struggling after that, that's fine. That's the struggle we're looking for. That's a good struggle. But the bad struggle is I'm struggling to do my homework. I'm not doing my homework. That's the bad struggle. After you do your homework and you're struggling, no problem, inshallah, bismillah. You tell us, we'll help you, but you must do your homework. So your homework, inshallah, is 4.2. But listen carefully, 4.2, only 1 to 16. No, not 18, 16. 16. Because we're going to introduce some new stuff there. Then you can try. So don't worry about all the labels, Siffa, Mawsuf. I just want translation. And then let's see, on 4.3. You can do number 4 to 11 just as fine. 4 to 11, but you must leave out 6 and leave out 8. Leave out 6 and leave out 8. So number 4.3 is 4 to 11, but leave out 6 and leave out number 8. So if you do your homework, it'll take you maybe an hour to do your homework. More than an hour, 2 hours. More than 2 hours, 3 hours? Do your homework. You tell your kids every day to do your homework. I'm going to message your kids, tell them, ask your mommy, did she do her homework? Okay. That's for next week, inshallah. I just want to take I'm supposed to design a survey.